Hello guys, welcome back. In this video, we will be talking about how we can use MCP in Superset. So just like other videos, I have created this documentation where we will see how we can set up MCP and then use it to get details from Superset as well as create new reports using Claude or Cursor. So let's deep dive into this. This is the portal that you will get. I will put link into the description. And the prerequisite is you should have superset pip running Python installation. We have Docker as well, but we will record that video later. And then we have authentication part for the MCP. So this is like two-step mechanism that we will see. I'm going to go into the server. I already tried few things. So I'm inside this. So earlier you will see run superset and then superset config. So this is something that is new that we will create. Let me go back to the portal. And we will first activate the environment. Let's activate it. Now you can see our environment is active, and then we will install superset fast MCP, which is required to run the MCP. So this is the specific version. In their documentation, it was just plain fast MCP, but it doesn't work. So I just figured out that this is the perfect one that fits. So we have this error, but we can safely ignore it because for me, it was showing similar issues with other dependency, but for this one specifically, it works. So you can ignore this one until unless you see some other error in while running the superset. Now in superset config.py, I'm just going to open it. We need to add few things. So a couple of things from here, and then we will go into the production where we will add things regarding authentication. This is the base configuration. If you are running on local, then you can simply ignore other stuff and then just run it, and then using localhost you can connect with this MCP server without authentication. But for us, as it is on server, I'm going to go ahead and open this specific thing, which is we are going to generate a secret. Then we're going to use this secret. So I already created a few. So this is something that is example. Do not use it. You just generate new. So every time you, okay. So every time you run this command, you will get a new string. But I'm just going to copy this and place it here. So it is going to enable the MCP authentication. It is so MCP dev username is something which is required only in development, but even in production, there is some bug or some issue that I'm exactly not sure, but there is something that is causing this server to fail the authentication even if you pass the username in JWT token. So we already have this here, so I'm just going to comment it. It doesn't matter even if you don't comment, it's fine. So JWT authentication algorithm, we are specifying this one that we will again go into detail in the Python part where we will generate a JWT token using this secret. So this secret you should keep secured because this is the thing that will verify if your token is correct or not. Then your issuer is superset MCP. These are all the other things that you need to verify because the issuer can be you, then who is the audience and so on. So this information you can change. No need to just copy it. You can just configure it accordingly. Do not change the algorithm, but you should definitely change these three things and secrets for sure. So I'm going to save it and close it. And once it is done, you can just run superset and then superset MCP. So to create superset MCP, what we are going to do, we are going to create a new file. I'm just going to go back here where we are going to create this file. And inside this, you just need to paste this. I already have it created, so you don't need to do this, but it is already there. So just copy it, paste it, and then grant it execution permission and then run it. So let me close and I'm just going to use Tmux and then run this. So now you can see our MCP is running and it is showing that it is accessible from all the IP addresses and on this specific port. Now the next part that we have to do is we have to configure our AI clients, Claude or Cursor. So for me, I'm just going to configure Claude. Probably if required, we will create another video for Cursor, but it is same. I already have documentation created. Now in your Cursor, you just, sorry, in your Claude, you just open your Claude and go to developer. And here I already configured it, but you can just click on edit configuration. It will open something like this. Open it, and then you should see, let me remove what was added. You should see something like this. Then you just paste whatever you see. Where is this? You just paste this specific thing in your MCP servers. Oops. Which is npx. Then change your IP address. You will see that here you need to change your IP address. If you are using different port, then you need to put it. If you are using HTTPS, you don't need to add this. But if you are on HTTP, then you should definitely add this one. Then header, then your authorization, bearer, and then this is where we will go back to the Python program. So let's save this for now. But how to generate this token, I'm going to tell you right now. So going back to authentication part, here, this is the secret that we are going to use to generate. So if you have generated a new one, again, you should do that and just copy it. And then in this Python program, just replace your secret, your issuer, audience, and username, the one that is in your configuration. This one, you should keep it same because it was giving me some errors. So just do this and then copy this thing where you updated this. Go back to your server. Let me detach it. And inside your environment, just paste, oh no, not like that. Type Python and paste it. You should get this JWT token, copy it and paste that after bearer token like this and save it. Once it is saved, make sure you have this IP address correct, MCP port is correct, and this JWT token is correct. One thing that you can try is go to this jwt.io and paste your token. And then you should see your all the information that you kept. And then what is the expiration? For me, it is tomorrow. So it is 24 hours. You can configure it in Python program that we executed. You can change it. But for now, let's leave it as it is. And then I'm just going to close the Claude and restart. Now, once your Claude is ready, make sure make sure it is showing you something like this. Now you see it is probably already connected. And then let's see. I'm just going to write some prompt, which is, are you able to connect to Superset? Just basic prompt. It is going to find tools. It is going to check health. And then you should see some logs here. And then it says it's healthy, uptime is this, and so on. Now you can ask something like list all dashboards in my superset. Till then, let me open our superset instance, which is this. And then inside this, you should see all this dashboard. I'm just using example one, so there is nothing new here. And then you can see the exact information available here in this. So you can ask for summary of these dashboards, information from this dashboard, or there is one more thing that you can do is create a report or dashboard for World Bank's data. So now, first thing, it just went to Superset and Okay. So it found few charts and now it is going to create a dashboard on top of that. So you see, it is just created 27 seconds ago. This dashboard is created by our Claude using MCP. So that's it for this video. If you like this video, please do like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye.